Tonight, President Obama spent the day trying to defend his decision to cave on the Republicans on tax cuts, but liberals still aren't buying it. Last night on the show, Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders called the president's deal an absolute disaster, and today he released a statement saying that he would do everything he could to defeat the deal. The senator from Vermont joins us tonight. Senator Sanders, good to have you with us. The president was selling hard today, Senator, to the point where he was almost scolding the base. Did he change your mind at all?
Not at all. Look, Ed, what we're looking at is a real moral outrage where Republicans are telling us that we have got to give huge tax breaks to millionaires and billionaires in order to get an extension of tax breaks for the middle class and unemployment compensation for 2 million unemployed workers. That is outrageous. We can and must fight for an agreement that's a lot better than that.
Now, you have gotten a lot of support from around the country. In fact, I understand your office has gotten a record number of phone calls after your appearance on this show last night when you said that you would do everything in your power to stop it. But
let me tell you this.
But you've stopped short of using the word filibuster. Will you filibuster?
Well, 1 minute. We've gotten 800 calls today, 99% of them in opposition to this agreement. I am going to do everything that I can to defeat this proposal. And I'll tell you something. I think the American people agree with us that it is totally absurd that we ask our children and grandchildren to go more deeply in debt in order to provide tax breaks for people who don't need it. And furthermore, our job right now is to get a handful of Republicans, and these are the guys who tell us every day how concerned they are about the deficit and the national debt. Well, if they're concerned about the deficit and the national debt, they've got to support us, not give tax breaks to billionaires and ask our kids to pay for those tax breaks.
But the president made the strong case today that he just cannot pin this burden on the middle class right now because of the economic situation we're in. You don't buy that?
He's absolutely right in saying we've got to do everything that we can to extend the tax breaks for the middle class and make sure that the unemployed get the help that they need. He's absolutely right. But I think we can do it if we rally the American people. If people all over this country start writing to Republican senators.
And he hasn't done that?
Well, you tell me. The issue now is to get Republican senators to do what they talk about, and that is not to raise the national debt, not to have progressives cave in. I think we can get the relief for the middle class that we desperately need, no argument there, and extend tax breaks for the middle class, which we have got to do. You can do this without giving tax breaks to people who don't need it. That's the fight.
Is the president losing the base on this issue? Is this his Waterloo?
I'm not going to speculate on what his Waterloo is or is not. All I could tell you is I'm a senator from a small state.
Yeah.
We got 800 calls today, 99% of them in opposition to the president's agreement.
Senator, I appreciate you sticking up for those people and carrying the fight because I think the president needs to hear it. Good to have you with us tonight.
Thank you, Ed.
Thanks so much.